Good evening, I'm Raghavi and welcome to the Above the Fold show. We begin with the latest post-election developments and the race to form governments in key states. We also bring you updates on the Bihar Cabinet expansion, the Hantavirus outbreak and more. So stay with us for the full report. The political churn following the assembly election results continues across key states with intense negotiations, leadership discussions and reports of violence shaping the post-poll landscape. Here's a look at the major developments.
Tamil Nadu's post-election political landscape witnessed dramatic twists on Thursday as the DMK leadership discussed the AIADMK's request for support to form the government. The possibility of a DMK-AIADMK alliance has become a hot topic in Tamil Nadu since Thursday evening. However, DMK MP Kalanidhi Veeraswamy said the DMK had decided to function as an effective opposition despite what he termed Congress betrayal. He also alleged that the AIADMK was pushing the BJP to stop the TVK from forming the government. This is disrespecting the people's mandate, he said. On Friday morning, Governor Rajendra Arlekar reportedly explained to Mr. Vijay that the requisite majority support in the state legislative assembly, essential for forming the government, had not been established. While Vijay and senior TVK leaders reached out to the CPI, CPIM and VCK, DMK President and outgoing Chief Minister MK Stalin is also learned to have discussed with them the possibility of backing an AIADMK-led government from outside. Though Mr. Stalin is said to be firm that supporting an AIADMK government would be politically untenable, senior DMK leaders, including some outgoing ministers, were reportedly pressuring him to consider such a proposal, according to our sources. Once Mr. Vijay forms the government, it will be difficult to unseat him for the next 10 to 15 years. The Dravidian parties have to take a decision to prevent such an eventuality, a senior DMK leader said. The argument within the DMK is that since Mr. Stalin would not be in the assembly, the DMK and the AIADMK could evolve a common minimum program and jointly run the government. The CPI and CPIM have sought time until their respective state committee meetings on Friday, while Tirumavalavan is said to be inclined to follow the position taken by the left parties. Meanwhile, at a crucial meeting of newly elected DMK legislators, the party unanimously empowered Stalin to take urgent decisions in view of the fractured mandate and the need to ensure political stability in the state. A key resolution stated that Tamil Nadu was not ready for another election and stressed the need to prevent communal forces from gaining political space. The DMK also used the meeting to launch a sharp attack on the Congress for walking out of the alliance and extending support to the TVK. In a strongly worded resolution, the party accused the Congress of betrayal and backstabbing, alleging that the party abandoned the alliance despite benefiting electorally from the DMK-led front and failed to act sincerely even during the campaign period. Meanwhile, tension continues in parts of West Bengal's North 24 Parganas district following the killing of Chandranath Rath, a close aide of senior BJP leader Suvendu Adhikari, just 2 days after the assembly election results were declared. According to police, Rath was shot dead on Wednesday night near Madhyam Gram by bike-borne assailants who intercepted his vehicle and opened fire before fleeing. His driver, who was also injured in the attack, remains in critical condition at a Kolkata hospital. The incident has triggered protests by BJP supporters, prompting heavy police deployment in Madhyam Gram and nearby areas. Police say raids are underway and CCTV footage is being examined to identify the attackers. The BJP has described the killing as a planned political murder and linked it to a broader pattern of post-poll violence in the state. Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan accused the Trinamool Congress of fostering what he called a blood-soaked political culture, while the TMC rejected the allegations and accused the BJP of politicizing the incident. In other developments, West Bengal Governor R.N. Ravi dissolved the state assembly with effect from May 7th after Mamata Banerjee refused to resign as chief minister following the party's poll debacle. The Chief Minister and select ministers of the first BJP government in the state will be sworn in on Saturday. Turning to Assam, the swearing-in ceremony of the newly elected BJP-led NDA government will be held on May 12th, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other senior alliance leaders expected to attend. In a rare occurrence, the 126-member Assam Assembly may not have an officially recognized leader of the opposition. Since the Congress failed to secure the required numbers on its own symbol, the post could remain vacant, despite the presence of opposition parties in the House.
In other news, the Samrat Chaudhary-led NDA government in Bihar expanded its cabinet with 32 ministers taking oath at Gandhi Maidan in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and the other senior NDA leaders. The new cabinet includes representatives from the BJP, the JDU, the Lok Janshakti Party, Ram Vilas, the Hindustani Awam Morcha, and the Rashtriya Lok Morcha, with the expansion aimed at balancing caste, regional, and gender representation. Now, the biggest highlight of the reshuffle was the induction of Nishant Kumar, son of former Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, marking his formal entry into active politics following his father's move to the Rajya Sabha. Now, interestingly, Nishant Kumar had earlier downplayed speculation about becoming Deputy Chief Minister, saying he wanted to focus on strengthening the party organization. He had also recently launched his Sadbhav Yatra across Bihar. Meanwhile, senior BJP leader Mangal Pandey was left out of the new cabinet and is expected to take on a larger organizational responsibility within the party. Up next, a cruise ship currently heading towards Tenerife is battling a deadly viral outbreak. Here's what you need to know.
Nightmares of the deadly COVID-19 pandemic are plaguing a cruise ship currently headed towards the Canary Islands. The ship is facing a deadly Hantavirus outbreak. 3 people have died since the ship left Argentina a month ago. 3 people, who were evacuated to the Netherlands for treatment, arrived earlier today, with more evacuations planned. 146 people from 23 countries are still on board. Hantavirus is a rare family of viruses that spreads through contact with infected rats, more specifically through the rodent's urine or droppings. Symptoms include respiratory issues similar to the common flu, like fevers, headaches, and coughs. According to the World Health Organization, symptoms begin between 1 and 8 weeks after exposure, making early detection difficult. Hantavirus does not usually spread between humans, but lab testing found that the particular strain in this outbreak, the Andes strain, allows for human-to-human transmission. This strain has been found in Chile and Argentina, where the ship began its journey from.
I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. There's a lot of uncertainty, and that's the hardest part. All we want right now is to feel safe, to have clarity, and to get home.
The ship is currently en route to Tenerife, despite opposition from residents and the regional government.
Creo que somos un archipiélago pequeño en el cual somos una comunidad en la que ya somos bastante flexibles a la hora de ayudar y de ser bastante flexibles con las personas, pero creo que esto ya es excesivo. Creo que no deberíamos de volver a pasar por lo mismo, la gente está asustada, la gente está preocupada y creo que España es un país grandísimo donde hay muchísimos puertos en los que podría ir el crucero.
Memories of COVID-19 remain fresh in people's minds. Still, scientists say the hantavirus threat is far from that of COVID.
This is not the next COVID-19. This is not going to be a big outbreak. This is not a reason for your average person in the world to panic at all. It is obviously, if you happen to be on that ship, it's very concerning, right? Because we don't really know yet the full chains of transmission.
The hantavirus's R value, or reproduction number, is also far lower than that of COVID-19. The R value determines how transmissible the virus is.
Such transmission is very rare and only happens due to very close contact between people.
While those on board are staying put, Spanish authorities are preparing to test all passengers. The ship is expected to arrive this weekend.
Let's now turn to the Hindu Roundup for some of our exclusive content. In an editorial titled Cost of Success on the BJP's victory in Assam, the piece argues that the BJP's latest victory under Himanta Biswa Sarma reflects both the party's organizational strength and Assam's changing political landscape. The editorial notes that schemes such as Urundoy and Mission Basundhara, along with the 2023 delimitation exercise, help expand the BJP's electoral base while weakening the opposition and regional parties. At the same time, the piece warns that this consolidation has intensified religious polarization. It raises concerns over the impact of delimitation on Muslim representation and eviction drives affecting Bengali-speaking Muslim communities. It concludes that while electoral success is legitimate in a democracy, political parties must remain mindful of the long-term health of the polity. The BJP, it says, should reflect on the wider consequences of the political model that has delivered its victory in Assam. Tap the card above to watch the editorial on the Hindu Original's YouTube channel. In the latest episode of Talking Politics, Nistula Hebar breaks down the significance of the assembly election results in Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and Assam and what they could mean for national politics going forward. Here's a snippet.
BJP's idea of nationalism, cultural nationalism, etc. does accrue a lot from cultural artifacts that have come out of the state of Bengal. And therefore, these kind of unifying cultural images, etc., which have come out of Bengal inform a large part of what BJP terms as one of the bedrock principles of its ideology, its cultural nationalism. The other, of course, is integral humanism, which is welfare for the last person in the queue, but also cultural nationalism of looking at India as one cultural whole despite all the disparities. And a lot of the signposts of that cultural nationalism come from West Bengal. So to rule in that state is a big, big achievement for the BJP ideologically.
Moving on, today marks 1 year of Operation Sindoor, India's counter-terror operation launched in response to the Pahalgam terror attack that killed 26 people in April 2025. Marking the anniversary, Prime Minister Narendra Modi changed his social media display picture to the official Operation Sindoor emblem and said the armed forces had displayed unparalleled courage, precision and resolve during the operation, giving a fitting response to those behind the Pahalgam attack. He added that the mission showcased the professionalism and coordination of India's armed forces while reaffirming the country's resolve to defeat terrorism. President Draupadi Murmu described Operation Sindoor as a defining testament to India's unwavering stand against terrorism, while Home Minister Amit Shah said the operation would remain a reminder of the armed forces' precise striking power and India's resolute political will. The Indian Air Force, meanwhile, released exclusive footage from the operation, showcasing coordinated strikes on terror infrastructure across Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Military officials said the operation sent a clear message that no terror sanctuary in Pakistan is safe. Operation Sindoor, carried out between May 7 and 10 last year, targeted 9 terror locations and marked one of India's biggest cross-border military operations in recent years. To another story, imprisoned Iranian Nobel Peace Prize laureate Narges Mohammadi remains in critical condition after collapsing in prison and being hospitalized in the northwestern Iranian city of Zanjan. The 53-year-old activist won the Nobel Prize in 2023 for her campaign against the oppression of women in Iran and has been jailed repeatedly for criticizing the Iranian government. She was arrested again in December 2025. Her family says she suffered a heart attack earlier this year and has a serious lung condition requiring specialized treatment. Her brother has accused Iranian intelligence agencies of blocking her transfer to a hospital in Tehran and obstructing proper medical care. On Wednesday, government-appointed medical experts examined Mohammadi for a second time amid growing international concern. The Nobel Committee and rights groups have urged the Iranian government to immediately transfer her to a fully equipped medical facility. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts on today's episode in the comment section. If you found this video useful, don't forget to share it and save the About the Fold playlist so you never miss an update.